Meta Knight player, my boy ShinyMark from Guatemala, my Central American neighbor. So I'm pretty hyped. I'll try to be as non-biased as possible. But please,
Or
make sure to hit me if I start
nah,
being biased.
we love a little bit of some bias here. You know, this is the spice. But yeah, we're gonna have Shaw versus ShinyMark. It's gonna be Meta Knight. We don't see that often since Jay hasn't been able to come to play with us recently. So but now we're gonna have some representation here in the top 32. And for now, seems like ShinyMark's having a good time here. Look at him. Taking all his time, all his sweet time here in the ledge, making sure Shaw doesn't come back at all. Finally gets a hit, but for now, you know what? Take it easy. Pikachu takes a little bit of a moment to kill.
Yeah, and actually, I don't remember if I talked with ShinyMark about this matchup, but he told me that he felt a little bit uncomfortable with this, but he thinks it's a pretty doable matchup for Pikachu. And there we go. Of course, it is the fair of the stage to take out Shaw's first stock right now. The slide punish doesn't quite connect to anything else. The dash attack that misses, I mean, the dash grab misses, but what doesn't miss is those Nerloops from Pikachu right now. He just keeps going, racking up some more damage for Shaw.
Indeed. Oh, that flurry was just not on the right spot. Going with the downer. Trying to go with the up tilt. The Pikachu up tilt actually reaches the platform in small battlefield. I know it's a little bit of a stubby button, but well, ShinyMark sure did try. Trying to get something there. Now you get the classic Pikachu recovery all the way down to the other side. Ooh, this is going to be the Nair into down smash. Yeah, not yet. We're going to have to wait for another static shock to hit to get this stock out of Shaw, but meanwhile Shaw holding up real good. Nice parry there, making sure to block all of that, trying to go real deep for an edge guard. I mean, Pikachu was already on the way up, and Shaw is just not in the right place.
Yeah, he missed by a little bit, but that was actually an amazing recovery by ShinyMark. But Shaw's trying to apply as much pressure as possible near the ledge, because he knows Pikachu with Rage is such a dangerous character, and he needs to take out ShinyMark's stock as soon as possible. Doesn't quite find any opening right now, 128%. We're in a small battlefield, it's not going to be quite enough, that up throw, but that dash attack it is, and takes out Shaw's second stock, only 103%, still with 3 stocks on its back.
Definitely, and ShinyMark just working, like I said, working on this 3 stock, making sure to don't letting Shaw take any time to breathe. Love the Nair loops. One more. Give me another one. Yes. We got 3, we got 4, we got 5. Now we're going straight to the backer, cash out the damage, put them on the bad spot again. Oh baby, they're not gonna have a good time here in the ledge. One other turn to jump with the fair. That's gonna be it. Yeah, hit me with it. 3 stock from ShinyMark.
And ShinyMark's face. It was, of course, it was going to kill.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I do like that confidence in someone.
Yeah, definitely. My friend ShinyMark, it's such a nice guy. He really feels when he's playing. So yeah, but amazing edge guard by ShinyMark's show. I felt like he was having a bit more of a consciousness of how ShinyMark's approach worked in the pretty last seconds of the match. Let's see if he can manage to pull something out right now. Remember, this is best of 5, so you have a lot of games to download enough data to adapt yourself to your counterplay.
Yeah, and the thing about Shaw is that sadly they were in the right place at the right time, committing a little bit too much to the low edge guards. Well, ShinyMark was recovering high, so that positioning just didn't work for him, and that was constantly putting them in the bad spot. They're just getting back into getting punished in a disadvantage. But we gotta change into the Game and Watch, which I think is a better matchup in general versus Pikachu. But the question is this a better Shaw matchup? Can Shaw deal with that Pikachu?
Yeah, exactly, because as you mentioned, my dear Bixie, it's not only that this is quite of a difficult matchup for Pikachu, but it is more of, are you ready to handle it? I mean, you have the tools, but do you know how to use your tools? And I'm pretty sure Shaw knows how to use those tools 58% already, and he looks a bit more comfortable than the last game, so he's definitely paying some good rewards right now.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. ShinyMark is staying straight up in the middle of battlefield there to go for making Shaw a little bit of a guess game. Yeah, you're gonna guess left or right or left or right. I guess that's kind of the only left-right mix-up Smash has, like an only true left-right, like in a traditional fighting game. But for now, it is now ShinyMark's turn to keep this real, keep the edge guard alive, going for the deep backer, but doesn't get it, barely misses Shaw, and or this Game and Watch, it flips to for another day.
Exactly, 81%. Show on 108%, and I've been liking those recoveries from ShinyMark, but what I like even more right now was that dash attack that took out just first stock. Even though he started with a little bit of an advantage, it wasn't just enough for ShinyMark because he kept applying as much pressure as possible. And there we have it, a bit of nair. He knows that Game & Watch has the options and the recovery and the LP, I mean, to get out of those nairs. So he just went like a little tippy toe in there with that backer to see which is going to be Show's reaction to that.
Definitely now is okay. Show working the damage, but oh, the rapid jab just misses the last hit. That's the most important one. You want to get that extra damage. You want to put ShinyMark out of your face, but no. Sadly for Show, ShinyMark will be just joining the ledge, just going around the whole world, trying to be just having a good time, trying to make sure to be as evasive as possible. Going in there, going for the quick attacks, but doesn't get much. I think ShinyMark is just wanting to get some extra damage, like in the first stock, just cashing out some extra credit in there.
Exactly, just the extra credit, you know, it's always useful, it's always good, especially if you're against one of your worst matchups. 161%, so you need to drag as much damage as possible. Oh my god, but that backfire for ShinyMark, and he got punished, and the stock was taken by Game & Watch with that backer. Amazing reaction by Show, actually.
He was so greedy. He was so greedy. He really wanted a Skull Bash. And I mean, ShinyMark is known for when he's feeling himself, he's gonna go for those risky plays. He's gonna try to go in there and just flex them a little bit. But Show also not letting up. Beautiful stuff into a 70%, 89. A beautiful down smash hitting. That's gonna be precise. That's gonna be correct. And there we go. Calling out the quick attack. You are gonna have another trip into the sky, honey. And you are now at a disadvantage. ShinyMark for the first time having to deal with the last stock situation.
Yeah, Show for the first time in the advantage right now. Let's see if he can make this work out. He can keep the advantage. 11% only for ShinyMark. And this is not going to be enough. Of course, the mashing from ShinyMark right now to escape from that down smash from Game & Watch, 97%. Just the thing is that, yeah, here it is. It's so dangerous for Show to go for a low recovery if he doesn't have like a way of knowing which ShinyMark's options are going to be, but that was actually that worked in his favor because he's saving and sending to the other side, so he is safe right now, already 131%. Show needs to keep this stock as much as possible if he wants to take out ShinyMark's game number 2.
Hold up, the bucket panic is slowly but surely starting to grow there. Another stock and they'll have a very strong tool at their disposal. 143%, and they refuse to let go of the second stock, but ShinyMark is gonna tear it away from their hands, staying in a bit of a risky situation. 90% with Pikachu, so light as always, and ooh, the old panic is in there. Yeah, you are. Whoa. See you later. I mean, that oil was used for rockets. I'm telling you, ShinyMark just blasted off into the blast zone. That's gonna be game number 2. Show bringing it back.
I totally forgot about the bucket. Like,
really?
I didn't even saw when he was charging it and feeling it, but it definitely paid some dividends over there. Just taking out ShinyMark's last stock, putting out the game number 3 on the table, 1-1 on the score. So yeah, this peak actually felt like it really worked out for Show.
Definitely showing how Game & Watch can be so versatile. I mean, that nair is so hard to deal with, and Pikachu really wants to get in your face, so you already have the hitbox out. Pikachu is gonna just be sleeping with fishes. So now also, I mean, look, I would like ShinyMark to chill for a second because he went all crazy on that first stock. So yeah, maybe not going for a Skull Bash and put yourself in a bad situation where you lost your stock, you lose that advantage. So maybe that's also something we have to keep in mind. But for everything else, I guess the scrambles are a little bit hard to deal with in versus Game & Watch because of those big and strong smashes.
Yeah, definitely a strong smash attack. And we actually saw that interaction over there between the last stock where ShinyMark's F match traded with Game & Watch down smash, and he got buried. But thankfully the stock was taken, so otherwise it would have been stuck for Show, and he would have ended this earlier. So yeah, let's go to game number 3 once again, and small battlefield.
Small battlefield again. We are sticking to our guns. We love this stage, and we love also using this key Show for sure. Using the downer, so hard to deal with sometimes, very hard to punish, but slowly but surely ShinyMark showing his face too, showing some offensive aptitudes, trying to get in there, just waiting for the right moment. And I'm surprised they went for the dash attack, but oh my god, ShinyMark just going all the way to hell and back, trying to make sure that Shaw doesn't come back, but Shaw just indeed come back every single time. I guess the answer is going to be ShinyMark has to score them personally into the blast zone.
Yeah, and the Nair doesn't connect. Shu keeping his shield as long as possible because he doesn't want to get punished by this conversion from Pikachu, but at the very end, he gets hit by that F-mash, such a strong move from Pikachu that recovers. What I was going to say earlier is that I really like how ShinyMark has been just going below the stages, all of the stages pretty much, and just to have some time to think about and reposition himself in order to apply much pressure to the opponent, because even if you lose some stage control, that way you have time. If you have time to think, and then your opponent needs to guess where you're going to be the next move.
Totally, and I mean that's one of the things that make both characters, like not only Pikachu but also Game & Watch, so tricky to deal with. And for now, ShinyMark trying to get over here, classic around the world, avoiding the chef, the best ledge trapping in the world. Trying to avoid the neutral B. Trying to go for a ledge trap now. I like it. Way more proactive here in the edge guard in ledge trapping. ShinyMark really wants to get this victory. After that loss versus Pargo, of course, he wants to come back, make the big losers run. Hold up. Show me the edge guard. Going for the downer. I mean, shoots up to the side. It's not that bad, but you want to get the spike. Another chance? Yeah, we hit him with the backer. That pancake is gonna kill you. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna take you away.
Yeah, and definitely he got away. He was the one that got away in this situation. 74% only for ShinyMark, still on 3 stocks on his back. He looks kind of clean though right now. He feels definitely he made some tweaks to his game plan between this game and the last one, because last game was a bit more in Show's favor, but this is still a pretty doable game. Remember that this isn't over until the commentator says it's over.
The commentator, I guess me, or do you mean the one in
the
announcer?
One in the game.
The announcer in the game.
The
like,
announcer
no,
in the game.
we actually no, we're changing places. Now we are the commentators inside the game, like in Street Fighter 6. But for now, we're gonna keep in going, just stalling, waiting for a good moment to go hop in. I like that. Shaw trying to cover with the up smash, but ShinyMark knowing the awareness was real. All the way to the other side and to the other side. They are stalling. They are definitely stalling the match. Just trying to make Shaw desperate. It's just not letting him get comfortable. Beautiful, nice, beautiful combo. That is a perfect situation. Going for the hard read. The hardest of the reads, Thunder Shock. It's gonna hit ya, and that's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful W for ShinyMark.
Yeah, that's it. It actually was a nice 3-stock coming up from ShinyMark's part. Is applying non-stopping pressure throughout the whole game. Show felt a little bit overwhelmed. Oh my god, my boy is getting you in the middle of the street. Well, okay, never mind. Let's go.
Don't do babe, kids. Don't babe.
Okay, well, we're not gonna commentate on that, but we're gonna commentate
yeah,
about it.
I'm looking at you, I'm looking at you.
It's this match over here. But yeah, but once again, back with Meta Knight still on small battlefield.
Yep, let's get it going. Going back to the Meta Knight, maybe trying to capitalize a little bit onto maybe a hard adaptation into the Game & Watch, and then catching ShinyMark here off guard. But for now, it is just we'll have to wait and see if this counter pick works. So far, doing a great job to keep ShinyMark there. Beautiful fair. And going for the tornado, not yet. Going for the spin runes, but not getting much out of it. Downer hits, connecting with the thunder. ShinyMark on the lead, taking control of the ledge. Can the little rat, La Ratita Cookie, can they get this going? So, a little bit of a role reversal now. Show is the one doing the ledge trapping now.
My God. I mean, sometimes I feel like ShinyMark is just gonna quick attack in front of his smash attack, because that looks so tempting sometimes whenever a character is charging the up smash, and it's just like, oh, I can punish it, I can punish it, but then no, you get hit by that smash attack. But ShinyMark just keeping it cool, playing it patiently. 94% already took out Show's first stock, so he's definitely, I mean, there's a reason why he's here, so he's not gonna rush into any unsafe options if he doesn't need to. 94%, and the whip punished by Show, it's not going to connect.
Not gonna happen. There we go. Dimensional cape trying to get something going. Show the Meta Knight definitely struggling to get the hits in, and oh, just barely scraping by the Blast Zone. ShinyMark doesn't punish that? Okay, but you know what? You get one. You get one freebie. Another time to escape. Beautiful DI there for just surviving, but you don't get 3, you only get 2, and you don't take advantage of those, you are out.
Definitely, you're out, and ShinyMark working once again with a 3 stock already 31% for sure. This can be pretty difficult for him. 94% only on ShinyMark. He needs to take out ShinyMark's stock as soon as possible, and I think this could be the interaction where that is going to happen. No, ShinyMark decides not to go below the stage and the spike, but remember that this is Meta Knight attack. What? What? Like, how did you know that you needed to take that? That was amazing, but the thunder, immediate thunder coming up to take out Show last stock, and ShinyMark continues moving on the lower bracket.
Lightning made the turn there indeed. That's gonna be the match 3-1 on the scoreboard, and to be honest, I'm gonna say that Show should have stayed on the gaming watch. It was working really well.
Yeah, it was actually working. I don't know why the switch. I mean, there's a reason why Show is there, and we're on the mic behind the stage, but it was a really good set.
That he doesn't escape from criticism. I'm gonna criticize him. You should have stayed in the gaming watch.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Show probably should have stayed with the gaming watch. I mean, it was working really well. I mean, it got him a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also the third game was also a little bit more even. Even if ShinyMark won, it was a little bit even. The 2 stock hurt a little bit, but I think at the end it's just how ShinyMark kept circle